Hey, what's up, family? So I did a segment on my morning show this morning, and I got a lot of text messages about it, and then I started getting messages from other radio affiliates talking about, man, that's one of the best segments we ever did, about apologizing and making good with people that you hurt or violated. Make sure you share this video and listen to this closely with an L. Make sure you listen to it and let me know your thoughts. All right? Hope y'all having a blessed day. Check it out.
You know, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I just kind of noticed, you know, on today's society, how Brett, you probably could really relate to this because we always have private conversations about this. You know, just how, and what I want to talk about this morning is apology, sincere, genuine apology. You know, I had made a comment on Facebook one time, made a joke about a barbershop that I, you know, get my hair cut in, or whatever, and it was in a bad area or whatever, and just kind of grouped in the barbershop with the crimes in the area. And I was, and one of the barbers, hit me up on Facebook and I said, you know what, brother? You are absolutely right. I was wrong about that. And I went and made another Facebook post, apologizing to each and every barber in that barbershop, who I absolutely love, like brothers who have been nothing but nice to me and my kids, or whatever. And, you know, in the way I handled that. And I sent them lunch the next day, and it starts with me knowing who you are. But it's so crazy how society always try to set you up to dictate how mad to get or how long to be mad for. They never look at what was done to you or how something made you feel, but like, you know, the manipulation words like, oh, you still on that? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm on it. I'm still on that, until I die, until you correct it, or whatever. Now, I might not be mad about it. I might not hate you anymore for it, or however way I felt about it. But, it's always good to correct, when you have wronged somebody or made them feel a certain way and sit down and have a conversation, because nothing, it's like somebody standing you up on a date and then hit you up 6 months later, hey, big head, as if nothing happened. I'm always stuck right there where we left off, right there, whatever, and ready to sit down and have a conversation about what happened before we move on. You can't move on to nothing else until the issue is resolved, until the issue is corrected, or whatever, because what happens is if you do move on, next time you get mad about something, your anger is going to be triple because the first issue never got resolved. Brad, am I on point with this?
Absolutely.
You know, and I just hate the manipulation of people will shy away from you because you reject a friend or colleague or family member for what they did to you. And one thing, black folks, we love to use the word y'all. If I'm walking across the street and Brett walking across the street, and I pop Brett upside the head, and somebody sit down and say, hey, come on, y'all. It ain't no y'all. How is it y'all when I popped her upside the head? And that's just the easy way out, of trying to get people together without addressing the real issue. And the real issue is me, Rickey Smiley, popping Brett upside the head. And the conversation is, why did you pop her upside the head, as opposed to punishing her for being mad for 10 years for me popping her upside the head? Nobody asked her how she felt, how me popping upside the head made her feel. I'm just using that as an analogy. Is that, am I on point, Brett?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And just the manipulation of how people feel like, well, you don't get to decide how mad, or how more mad or less mad somebody can be, or how long somebody can be mad for, because it affected you. And you have a right to be as mad as you want to be mad. You have a right to reject people that haven't corrected anything that they've done to you. And you have a right to feel the way you feel And nobody in the family or friend or colleague or circle gets to make you feel guilty for feeling the way you feel when they didn't feel what you felt.
Right.
And it's just manipulation, and I stand strong on that. Nothing, not a party, not a wedding, not a funeral, not nothing, bring nobody back in my circle until you corrected what you did, no matter what happens. You know what I'm saying? Go to the wedding and stand in the back and nod your head, and then wait a couple of weeks till they get back off a honeymoon and come and say, hey, I really would. Congratulations on your wedding. I really would like to sit down and have a conversation with you so I can correct it. But I'm not going to go up to the wedding and jump all over you and celebrate with you as if nothing happened until the issue, especially when the issue have not been resolved. And stop being that's a form of manipulation. And don't let people manipulate you and allow you and not allow you to feel the way you feel when you're the victim of words or the victim of something that was done to you. And I'm just saying this to you. I'm not saying this out of anger or whatever, but I just notice how society is. Society always get mad with, damn, you ain't have to hit them like that. Well, you don't tell nobody how hard to hit back when they was hit. And that's just we was talking about that day before yesterday on something happened, and I just kind of brought it up.
The Busta Rhymes thing where he responded by throwing the water when the girl touched his butt. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. And they mad at Busta Rhymes for how he responded. He's the victim. Let's talk about the girl what she did to him, Maria.
She touched his butt. Let's
talk about that. That's the conversation, not what Busta Rhymes did. The conversation is the girl touching his butt. That's the conversation. And that's one of the reasons why I love Judge Judy, because she go right to the source of how it started. But understand that liars hate people that they can't lie to, and manipulators hate people that they can't manipulate. And don't let nobody manipulate you and make you think you crazy for feeling the way you feel. Be strong and always be willing to reconcile and be willing to forgive out of love, especially when somebody apologizes to you and it comes from a genuine and sincere place. Don't ever forget that. I just want to share that with y'all this morning. Hope y'all take notes of that. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.